Start with knowledge. I'm not talking about being smart, because everybody that's applying to these jobs is smart. But what are the characteristics of Duke students that make them unique? One, they have tremendous decision-making skills. I've never seen a Duke student, they assess the problem, they make a decision which requires taking a risk, okay? And then they're very flexible about what to do afterwards. They're very good at that. Critical thinking. Again, about 10 days ago, there was a great article in the Wall Street Journal that this is the number one thing that employers are looking at in finance, is critical thinking. And so what does that mean? So many times, people think it's just answering a question. That's not what Duke students do. They solve problems. So when they come to Wall Street for the first time and they have a problem that they've never seen before, they're not confused or bedazzled or like some of the other students that I've seen when we hire them who are just very good at answering questions. These are critical thinking students, and they take that skill with them to Wall Street. Totally comfortable with technology, okay? These students do not have FONT, which I say fear of new things. They take technology on board and use them in ways that we didn't even think you could use them. And I give you an example of the Bloomberg terminals that we have on campus. Bloomberg is a phenomenal financial tool. It's on every single desk in almost every single financial firm. And these students, prior to those terminals, would spend 95% of their time trying to get the data and some information for a project, and only 5% of the times being really creative. They now turn that around. They get their data and information in no time and spend 95% of their time writing tremendously impressive presentations for Duke alum to come down for our competitions. And Duke students have an incredibly high level of ethics. And I look at that in terms of teamwork. We teach them how to work in teams. They know how to work in teams. And one of the most important skills that I see in Duke students when they come to Wall Street is they make their teammates great. And I tell them that is the most important thing they can do. So knowledge is one, but they need to have passion too, right? Passion for the firm and passion for the job. So all of the involvement that they have with the Duke alumni teach them, well, this firm is kind of the firm I want to work with, because firms have different cultures, and you have to put yourself into that firm, and you have to put yourself into that job. And that passion comes across the more that they learn about these different opportunities that they have.